2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bit of an ill-advised in on him.
This pitch, though, you better get that front foot down early and get
2-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Javier Baez swings in 1. He rounded the bases on a home run back in the 7th. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And he fouls this one off. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, the reason power hitters, what we saw right there, pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
At the plate now is Cedric Mullins so far. First delivery to him.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Omar Narvaez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. A dive, but he's back. And another throw over. And he'll dive back in. Comes set, the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Fouled off. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And 2-2. Here's a look over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Here's the 2-2. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. Again, he sends it out of play. He's set. The 3-2. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Orioles lead 1. This game remains tied at 6. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And striding forward the designated hitter, Luis Arias. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
That's the ball. Got full count.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
The next twin up, Jorge Polanco. He grounded out last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way.
No, that's out.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Bases are empty. 1 man out. 3-0 now.
Ball.
Alex Kirilloff waits on deck. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Carl Edwards Jr. answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Alex Kirilloff will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch.
1 ball, no strike.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2
Hey, if
strikes.
he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
So now to the plate, Williams Astudillo. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 offering.
Ball.
Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Hey, without question, he got him leaning out over right there. 4 pitches away, I'd be diving out over the plate as well. And then he dominates him on the inside corner. Nice pitch.
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And that ends the inning. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder. All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. Here it comes. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Ramon Urias will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 29.
Next, it'll be Danny Henderson. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's the first pitch.
That's it. That's the ball. 1-0.
Strike swinging. Chased a high one there.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Now a move over to first. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now that's third baseman.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Here's the first pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Bryant carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. There's one. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
At the plate now, Joey Gallo. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
2-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Donovan Solano. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Lifted into center field. Buxton is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. Orioles strand a couple. Weird still tied 6-6. Ryan Mountcastle is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. So here is Josh Donaldson. It was a walk in his last trip. Trevor Rosenthal comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. First pitch on its way as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. Big velocity up and in for a strike, too. I mean, you saw this guy flinch at the plate. He was thinking that buzzed the tower, but then to get it popped to strike is tough.
behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Kyle Garlick.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
He's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next, it'll be Pedro Severino. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Jorge Alcala takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 66, Jorge Alcala.
Jorge Mateo will come on now and pinch run here.
Jorge Mateo.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Keane. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And the runner back safely. Runner goes for third. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
What's that saying? You play to win the game? Well, that was a big roll of the dice to steal third. But it looks pretty genius now that it worked out. Now they just need to execute at the plate and get that go-ahead run home.
Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch. But it's offline. He scores. And they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Javier Baez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
And a swing and a miss, so a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down. In now for the O's, Cedric Mullins. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 2-1. Count remains 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Baltimore's out in front, 7-6. Jorge Mateo will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 26, Jorge Mateo.
Devin Williams takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning. Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
And he falls behind 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
In now, Chad De La Guerra. Left side, but well foul. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation called for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Lays off 2-2 now. Runner at second here with one man out. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
Matty, it's hard to say right here. I got to believe they dove into the scouting reports on every outfield arm. He did not take an aggressive pass coming around third base bag right there, so I just think the third base coach had to hold him.
At the plate, Luis Arias, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. Tying run at third, winning run at first, so a ball into the gap might be able to end it. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
And he misses 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Here's the 2-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Stopped in front of home plate. A tag for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Royce Lewis will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Striding in is Jorge Polanco, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on the way as he'll take a look at ball 1.
1 out.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Fouled away.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Final strike for the Twins. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Throw on to first, and the Orioles make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Baltimore used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Trevor Rosenthal earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Devin Williams earns the save out of the bullpen, his league best 50th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.